Good evening and welcome back to the news. The Chief Executive Officer of CEPEC, Conrad Benoiton, has been suspended pending the conclusion of an investigation into the procedure of the disposal and sale of one of its tanker of one of CEPEC's tanker, Seychelles Pride. The Minister for Finance, Economic Planning and Trade, Nadi Hassan, has ordered the investigation into the sale, which was concluded last week on the 12th of January. Minister Hassan has mandated the Public Enterprise Monitoring Commission, PMC, to conduct the investigation. CEPEC falls under the responsibility of the Ministry for Finance, Economic Planning and Trade. The investigation will be conducted in collaboration with the Board of Directors of CEPEC. In the interim, on the recommendation of the board, Sarah Romain, the current General Manager Commercial at CEPEC, has been appointed as the interim CEO. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Roni Govindan, has granted Laura Valabji's bail application to be considered this coming Friday, the 21st of January. Mrs. Valabji is the second accused in the case of the disappearance of the $50 million and also in the case of the cache of weapons and ammunition discovered at her home during the searches carried out by the Anti-Corruption Commission and the police. Her lawyer, Frank Elizabeth, had already submitted a request for the bail application earlier this month, but this was rejected due to errors on the application. Also present in court this afternoon were two foreigners that the court has confirmed are lawyers assisting the Valabji couple in their case. They are expected to be accredited as lawyers within our jurisdiction before Friday. Still at Palais de Justice, the Constitutional Court this morning listened to several cases, amongst which a complaint against the Electoral Commission. This concerns a resident of Belom, Michael Esparon, who is being defended by lawyer Frank Elizabeth. Mr. Esparon claims to have been deprived of his right to vote in the 2020 presidential election. The case began in October last year, and this morning the Office of the Attorney General and Electoral Commission both submitted to the court their documents pertaining to the case. The lawyer of Mr. Esparon has asked the court for more time to submit his, to which the Constitutional Court has given him a week to do so. In another case, lawyer Alexia Amsbury had requested the release on bail of her client, an accused in the murder case of Bernie Apasami. She also requested that the case documents be handed over to her, a request she says so far has not materialized. The Constitutional Court will review the case on the 15th of February. The Revenue Commission, SRC, has introduced a new tax payment procedure. The new provision gives small businesses the option of paying their taxes in a time frame that suits them, such as on a monthly, quarterly, or bi-yearly basis. This new provision is offered to companies whose annual turnover does not exceed 1 million rupees.
It is a pilot project that SRC has been introduced. This is basically for the businesses that falls under presumptive tax regime, which will facilitate them to make their payment in advance and relieve them from the tax burden at the end of the year. It also encourages the businesses which falls under the informal sector to encourage them to come forward to SRC to pay their taxes, which this scheme will facilitate them to pay in advance and make their yearly return.
Air Seychelles' fleet of 7 aircraft comprising 2 Airbus 320 Neos and 5 DHC 6 Twin Otter 400 series with an average age of 4.3 years has been ranked as the third youngest fleet in Africa by Che Aviation. The award ceremony, held virtually yesterday, dedicated to airlines across the globe keeping a young, modern and efficient fleet of new generations aircraft, also covers airlines' contribution towards fuel efficiency, sustainable development, including significant improvement in decreasing carbon emissions. Seychelles Acting Chief Executive Officer Sandy Benoiton says in a communique that the award further demonstrates that the environmental impact caused by aircraft was given due consideration when opting for the best fleet for Air Seychelles. First place for the world's and Africa's youngest fleet has been awarded to Uganda Airlines, maintaining an average aircraft age of less than 2 years, whilst the airline subsidiary of Kenya Airways, Jambo Jet, averaging less than 3 years old, is ranked second. A group of Ladig school children who are attending dance classes has had a ballet experience from a British professional dancer, Shivel Dynot. It was during a one-week workshop at Ladig Island Lodge Hotel. Mr. Dynot says it is all right that most of the participants in the workshop are boys.
The boys are great. They have got such a great energy. They are very responsive, which is really, really nice because there is a little bit of a language barrier. My French isn't that great. I do understand that the young men sometimes find it a little bit difficult. So to do something to help them and, you know, get them to enjoy themselves and be free and express themselves in a different way, I think that is good. I think it's a little bit easier for ladies to do that on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, I feel like something like this is all right.
Come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching. Good evening.